Hey there, everyone, and welcome. I am V Muse, and with me today I have again Scott Porter because we have some fun updates for you about the HeroClix for Huntington's that's happening next weekend, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
happening the 14th, 15th, and 16th of May. I can't believe it has come up. It is so quickly upon us now. We threw this together in about 8 weeks. We were able to get this thing up and running, and it's a wonderful event. It's meant for the HeroClix community to all come together, all walks of HeroClix players and collectors, and have just a great time virtually, safe environment. To raise money for a great cause, the Huntington's Disease Society of America, and trying to find a cure for Huntington's and supporting those who are battling it. So I am excited to roll some dice and make some money and raise some funds, and it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, definitely. If for some reason you missed the first live stream that we did with Scott a couple weeks ago, by all means, please be sure to check it out. Video on demand, both on our Twitch and YouTube and Facebook areas. So you can catch up on all this fantastic news, what got it started, the behind the scenes and everything like that. Today's goal is to update everyone about everything that's happening with this event, things you can expect, some clarification on some aspects. So what we're going to do is Scott's going to go run through all this new information he has for us, and then we're going to leave some time at the end of the stream for questions. So if you have questions, sit tight, because chances are, Scott, you're probably going to answer them already for us anyways. So when we get to the end, we'll then jump into doing questions from the chat. But we do see your comments popping up on the side. Thank you so much. And what do you say we get started and find out all the new developments that you've had with this fantastic cause? First of all, there's a new website link below me for those of you who may have noticed. So if you want to explain to them the new website, that would be great.
Yeah, at first we had, like I said, a short process to get all this together and up and running. And the team has been working tirelessly, Howard and Alex, and everybody over at Rock, as well as everybody at WizKids, James and you and everybody that's been helping. I mean, it's been incredible. And we went from having Google documents that explained everything in the tournament to just putting it all on the live site. We have our own site, and it'll be there going forward, HeroClix4Huntingtons.com, and that has all of our event information from the auction, which begins actually next Wednesday, May 12th, and runs for 48 hours until the 8 p.m. Central on the 14th, which is Friday night. And then we have a Silver Age tournament and Battle Royales all day on Saturday. We have a Modern Age tournament and Battle Royales all day on Sunday, as well as raffles that are going on all weekend long. And all of that is available for you to peruse and sign up for at HeroClixForHuntingtons.com. Of course, if you want to just give straight to HDSA, you can still go to hdsa.org/Huntingtons, but there is a link for that on HeroClixForHuntingtons.com. So it is your one-stop shop. In the past week, we unveiled our new event map. It is commemorating Hyper RPG Studios, the unboxing studio that we have been using to bring the sneak peeks of every set to all of the HeroClix fans for a number of years now. And Hyper RPG is actually moving into a new studio space. So this is kind of like a commemorating map of that space that we have been in for now the past couple of years, about 3-4 years now that we've been shooting there, which has been really cool.
Very
cool.
And
that map is available through...
Do you want to show the map? Do you want to show the map? Because I do have the map. Let's just quickly cross over. Okay, so let's reveal the map. Ready, everyone? Ta-da! So there's the map.
Yeah, you can see for everybody that's watching, you can see on the right side There's the television monitor that has always the set logo on it. We put Hyper RPG on it there, as well as on that huge kind of like Justice League Hall of Justice feeling table that Hyper RPG has used for years, and the chair that I sit behind. We've got some awesome elevated indoor for all of the rigging for the lighting and for all of the cameras. If you see in the middle of the map, towards the bottom, you've got the area that Zach, the producer of Hyper RPG and head honcho of Hyper RPG, that's where he sits. That's where I yell questions at him if I can't remember something in the middle of a stream. We've got some really cool indoor blocking. We've got a little hidey hole room, and then it breaks out into an alleyway. And there's a couple of cool things. There's a navy blue SUV. That's my car. There's a Jeep, that grayish blue Jeep right in the middle. That is the car that Zach and Malika of Hyper RPG actually drive. So we put that into the field there. And what I like about this map, with a lot of the game design elements that are changing, and that kind of happened with Wonder Woman, with buffs to people trying to get up close and personal quicker, to allow them to have a little bit more protection as they're flying in to try and have a quicker paced game and have more roles happening. We kind of split this map up into 3. So if you see, you've got that outdoor third, you've got that middle third with the elevation on one side and the garage doors that lead out into the parking lot. And then you've got the other third where you've got that elevation looking down and that huge block of hindering, a little room there if you need to hide. So I think there's a lot of really cool elements with this map. I think it's really versatile. And I think when you split it into thirds like that, it actually really plays into where the game of HeroClix is headed with Wonder Woman and beyond. So that is available for purchase over on the Rock site at rock.ionsuite.com for $30. And every single cent of every single map sold will go directly to HDSA. It is a 100% charitable effort that has been made. Stevie, our map designer, is incredible. The whole design team that approved stuff over at WizKids really loved this map. So we got it all pushed through. It will be tournament legal after our weekend. We're hoping to be able to use it for the Silver Age tournament on Saturday and maybe for the Battle Royales, but our partner in Roll20 that is allowing us to present all these games virtually, they don't have the file of this map up yet. So it is yet to be seen whether or not it'll be in the map rotation for the tournaments this weekend.
Okay.
But speaking of maps, it will not be able to be used in the Modern Age tournament because we have made the decision that we are going to go with the Modern Age map list, which is from Batman the Animated Series on. The maps that are in rotation for Modern Age legal approved tournament play with WizKids is what we're using for that one. If this map does not get uploaded to Roll20, again, a lot of moving parts here, a lot of different partners, and there's a chance that it does not, then it will not be used this weekend. But WizKids has guaranteed this thing will be tournament legal going forward. We have a limited run of this map. It's special for this weekend, and I'm hoping people really enjoy it. You don't only get this map by buying it, though. You can also get this map in a number of different ways. There are a few signed versions of the map that are in the auction on Friday night. There are a couple versions of the map that are signed that are in the raffles over the weekend. And then there is maps in the prize support for both the Silver Age and the Modern Age as far as the prizing goes. So we have these maps everywhere throughout the weekend. If you're playing in any tournament, you have a chance to win it. If you're in raffles, you got a chance to win it. If you're in the auction, you got a chance to win it. And I think it's going to be pretty darn cool. The top 16 in both of the tournaments, both the Saturday and the Sunday tournament, will get a map as well. And those, I know we have some maps with special borders and stuff to commemorate if they're won in a tournament or if they're won in an auction. So it's pretty cool. And this map will only be available for purchase if you are wanting to buy it through the month of May, because May is Huntington's Disease Awareness Month. So that's as long as our charity initiative is going to last. And then I'm sure if we have some maps left over, we'll find a way to get them out to more players going forward. But that is the plan. So these maps will be everywhere this weekend. I think it's a pretty cool map. I hope everybody out there in chat and watching thinks so too.
No, that's fantastic. So along with this, why don't we talk about updates for the prizes and everything that will be happening for the auction as well as for the tournaments? What other prizes do you have to announce? Because I know there were some that were sort of in the works when we first started talking about this a couple weeks ago. What's sort of been solidified and what can definitely be expected now that you know more?
when we talked a couple of weeks ago, we were still getting stuff in from the HeroClix team, and I got to tell you, the pricing for this event, and people out there that have played in this tournament scene for a long, long time they've told me they have never seen pricing like this for a tournament. It's pretty insane. One of the things that we are leading with, and before we talk about the full suite of tournament pricing on both days, is a very special bystander token that will be available all this weekend long. We didn't only design a map for this, but we also designed a Scott Porter Pog. And I know that people don't care about the name on the Pog or on the bystander token as much, and I don't have an ego about that at all. You can just call it Unboxing Guy if you want, but I think the stats are pretty cool. And today we are going to reveal what that bystander token is so that people understand what they're bidding for, what they're playing for. Everybody that plays in a battle royale this entire weekend has a chance to win one. The top 32 in both of the tournaments have a chance or will receive a Scott Porter bystander token. And of course, there'll be some signed ones in the raffles and in the auction as well that I will autograph if people desire. If not, no big deal at all. But I think we have the image of that.
Yeah,
and we can
you ready?
that right now as well. Yeah. Let's
Okay. All right. So let's hide the map, and we're gonna pull up. Ta-dam! Here is the one side. So this is the front.
Yep. And let's talk about this real quick before we flip it over.
Absolutely.
You can see Scott Porter, 20 points. We went back and forth a lot. We vacillated between 15 points, 20 points. What could we put into this? And, you know, as this game moves forward, I was just so blown away because this is the first time I got to see how the donuts were made, right? This is the first time I have gotten to take a look at the formula and what everything really costs. But it's really cool. A 20-point figure has 3 keywords: celebrity, politician, and speedster. They gave that to me because they said I am so busy and somehow seem to be in many places all at the same time. I think they really just gave it to me because they know I'm a Flash fan. So it's pretty cool that I have a speedster keyword. I've got 6 range, triple target, and if you see that question mark there, that means I'm a team player. Ooh. My bystander token is a wild card, and I can play nice with Green Lantern, Batman, Superman, enemy, you name it. You don't want to use X-Men probably with me, but all of a sudden this Pog is very versatile in that way. To go with that triple target and 6 range, you see an 11 attack with incapacitate on that attack slot. So that's an 11 attack, 6 range in cap with a little bit of sidestep to get in position. Of course, every figure, every bystander token has Indomitable now. And then you see a special power there. So let's flip it over and see what we have on the back.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Reveal the back. Ta-da!
There you go. So I love that they let me kind of chip in on the naming of the powers, and they actually put it on the back. So as a bystander token, you see some of the flavor text that I'm always such a big fan of. WizKids is so good at flavor text, and I always point out the ones that I think are super clever and super fun. Roll to roll, so ROLE to ROLL. See, I got 2 kids. I got dad jokes all day, so I need
right.
for the sidestep, you know, going from work to playing the game. Boom, boom, a little sidestep to get in position. The unboxer people come to see. I did not name that one. WizKids did. I pitched Can't Stop Watching, but, you know, they did me a solid. I think, you know, I'm grinning ear to ear right now, guys. You can't see me, but I am so stoked that I am in the game. And then that special power is may all your rolls be critical hits. My sign off from the unboxing. I have Perplex, which is a benched power currently, but they brought out a retirement for a quick second and put it on this bystander token. And on top of that, when Scott Porter uses it to target another friendly character, when that character attacks, their rolls of 10 and 11 and 12 are all critical hits. So multiple chances at critical hits now. I think this bystander has a lot of playability without breaking the game. That's what we aimed to do. So we tried to make a bystander token that people would consider. Really hard taking a look at, is this playable in way a bunch of different formats, but at the same time, it's not breaking anything. We've had a bystander token in the past that was a team player that kind of started to break things. You know, so to finish this off, I am a unique. bystander token. You can't play multiple Scott Porters. And I think that's because there are a lot of game mechanics that are spinning out of critical hits now. And one of them has token creation. So we didn't want people running multiples of this bystander and then breaking the game. I want to be a positive part of this game in all facets. I love this game. I love this community. And to have this bystander token and to have been a part of the process has, to me, been such an incredible experience, and I'm so stoked. And this is our bystander token for this year, but for whoever wins our modern age tournament, they have a choice to either become a switch click as the champion on Sunday, or to also create a bystander token. Now, of course, that bystander token creation goes under the same lines of the world champion designing a figure. It's input, it's collaboration with WizKids. If you take a look at our site, you can read everything that comes with that. But we have some really cool elements of prizing that nobody has ever had before. We have 3 opportunities for a player to become their own switch click, which is have their likeness in the game. One is in the auction on Friday night, and then one is in the tournament for the modern age. And then one actually rests in fellowship prizing for our Saturday tournament. And I think we're going to go forward into talking about our full prizing here.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about the Creative Pog, before I jump into everything that we have for Saturday's tournament, as well as the fellowship, which we have not talked about yet, as well as the Sunday prizing, the one thing to remember about Design a Pog is we're hoping that every element of this weekend kind of circles back to what we're trying to do. The motto of the HDSA, the Huntington Disease Society of America, is family is everything.
Yep.
The goal of this weekend is to raise money for a fantastic cause. And we hope that whoever designs the next bystander token can have some form of a charitable feel to it. Pick a generic keyword like doctor, politician, celebrity, something along those lines where you can design something that has support or something along those lines. I'm not saying that they have to, but we would hope that the spirit of this event weekend would be kept alive by whoever is creating that POG, and the spirit of fair and fun and family centric and growing the community would be respected, as well as trying to make a piece that's just really awesome to feel.
Yeah.
Which anybody can do. That POG will be a generic POG. It will not be a named character. The one thing about this charitable weekend that we have to understand is Marvel and DC have their own charitable initiatives. The licensed partners from WizKids, they have their own charitable initiatives that WizKids has to respect. So when WizKids helps another charity do something like they are so graciously doing with us for this weekend, we really have to be careful of licensing and stuff like that. So this POG creation will be more of a generic POG, but something that is near and dear to the heart of the person that wins, and something that can be really still uber playable. When we do this next year, we'll be, again, tournament legal. It'll be a part of the game, just like the Scott Porter bystander token is this week. So, all right, let's see.
Okay, so you're going to go through the whole list now? This is just for auction, or this is the whole weekend that you're thinking of?
We'll talk about the prizing. I think it's a really good spot to jump into actually fellowship real quick before we talk about the full suite of tournament prizing, because once again, all of this tournament prizing, everything that you can win from first down to 32nd place, the top 32, is all listed at HeroClixForHuntingtons.com, and you can go and you can check that out. But one thing we haven't talked about yet is the fellowship prizing. We have 4 fellowship and theme prizes for the Saturday tournament, the Silver Age tournament. We have 4 sets of them. And within those 4 sets, you have, one of them is Become a Switch Clicks. So the theme of the tournament is family is everything. And the theme as far as entering the tournament is 2 of the figures on your team have to be related. But that doesn't mean you have to stop at 2. If you want to feel a full family then you're really playing to the spirit of the theme of that day, and you will be in high consideration for these fellowship prizes. So when I say that we have something for every single kind of player in the world of HeroClix, that's what I mean. We have the auction for the collectors. We have the Silver Age tournament for people who want to lean into theme and really play to the feel and the fun of a tournament. And then, Modern Age on Sunday. So we have something for everybody. But the people that really lean into theme, some of the prizes that we have, and like I said, we have 4 different packs of prizes, are Become a HeroClix, a full Spider-Man and Venom Absolute Carnage factory set, which sold out in 2 weeks and you just can't find. Signed bystander tokens, of course. We have a super pre-release Deadpool play at home version, which we have 5 of that are sprinkled throughout the weekend, and one of them falls into this fellowship prizing. We have a ton of LEs. We're talking some of the older ones like Kyle Rayner, Phoenix Force Magneto, Ambrose, Chase, Deadpool the Duck, DC Comics Raven, a Batmobile, Robbie Reed, and H-Dow. So we just have a ton of stuff that is going into this fellowship prize pool. So I hope that some of the people that were looking at this tournament going, man, I don't know if I really want to lean into theme. I think it's very possible to lean into theme, have a very strong showing at the tournament, as well as really put yourself in a position to possibly win some of these things. And again, becoming a HeroClix is, I think, at the top of that mountain. I mean, not many people have ever had the chance to put themselves into the game. And that Become a HeroClix is fully defined on our site, HeroClixForHuntingtons.com. But basically, you send the likeness of you. You send an image of yourself. They create a HeroClix figure that can go on any HeroClix base in the game of HeroClix. And you tell them, hey, I want a cape. Hey, I want to look really fit in like this really cool tight suit, I want to wear a business suit, like whatever you want to wear. And then they'll send it to you. It will be unpainted, again, with the licensing. If you say, hey, put a cape on me and paint me red and blue with the yellow seal on my chest, I don't think we can do that. But we'll send it to you and you can paint it however you want. And you will be officially in the game. I think it's really, really cool.
That is awesome.
Again, for people who are playing to win that day, though, we have a ton of really cool prizing as well. Just to reiterate, design a legacy card. Whoever wins the tournament gets to help have input on a figure that will be legacy carded in the future, in a future set. We have factory sets like House of X. We have Spider-Man and Venom Chase and Prime sets. We have 2020 Con LEs that haven't even been in the hands of some of the HeroClix fans out there, as HeroClix has been furiously trying to figure out a way to find channels to get those to you. And I promise they are coming very, very soon. I don't want to step on any toes, but WizKids has been working on a really cool program to get those in your hands. But one of the first places you're going to be able to get it here in the tournament. And I'm talking pretty much all of those 2020 Con LEs are sprinkled throughout our event. So you can take a look at the full prizing for both tournaments. I don't want to waste too much time on that here in this stream, because we're trying to update and we're trying to make sure everybody has all the information they need, and we want to take some questions too. So go to the site, HeroClixForHuntingtons.com. You can see the full suite of tournament prizing, and then the auction in and of itself is just something incredible. It's really something to be seen.
Definitely. And also, for those of you in Twitch and YouTube, you can type in !Huntingtons, and it's going to pull up the website link for you in the chat as an automatic command. If you want to be able to have a clickable link, you can do that right now. One thing I know you did want to make sure we touched upon was the Black Sheep list. Is that what we're calling it?
Yes. Speaking of wanting to get updates out there to everyone. We decided through feedback with the community, again, this community is so incredible. The outpouring of input of people who are signing up, who are really involved, who are wanting to donate or wanting to help in some way, shape, or form, or pump this up for us has been really, really cool. Through this discussion, we realized that a lot of people were not really sure how this Silver Age was going to play. I think there were a lot of people very justifiably worried that old nightmares of the past, if I may, speak of like some teams that were unbeatable, that were complete shutdown teams, that were unkillable or KOable, I guess I should say. Sorry. But they were still in rotation for this Silver Age tournament. WizKids announced Silver Age. We are attempting to do Silver Age, but we haven't really seen a Silver Age tournament run yet. So we're trying to do that and be mindful of not creating too many barriers for entry. So we didn't ban a lot very early on. Then we discovered that not banning a lot created a huge barrier to entry for a lot of people. So we have a new ban list, and keeping with the theme, family is everything. The Scott Porter Invitational now has the Black Sheep ban list. They are the members of the family that nobody wants to see at Thanksgiving, and they are not allowed. That list is also at HeroClixForHuntingtons.com, but I'll run it down right here.
Okay.
We've got Penguin, we've got Blackbird, Legion. No ID cards are available. Goblin King, Unimind, Black Panther with the Gauntlet, Haha Joker, which everybody knows who that is. The Lasso of Truth, Dark Phoenix, which is, I know, a super strong retail in the game right now, but you can play that on Sunday if you want. It's just not playing here. Mini Shredder, Vulture, Scarab. Again, I know this brand new chase. Everybody wants to see how Secret Six plays in Modern. Guess what? You've got Sunday. You can play Scarab on Sunday all you want. Hands up, hands down. Also, Bishop, same thing. Mudman, Jakeem Thunder, Lord Doom, which I know some people were a little bit bummed about. Still, Valeria and Doom are a very, very strong contender for the family is everything theme. So if you want to run a Doom, you just don't run Lord Doom, but you can run another Doom with Valeria, or you know, there's not a ton of other people that he's related to. But we also have the Ultimate Nullifier, and we got JLU Batman. So that is our ban list right now. It's very similar to another event that has been run for a while. And we really just listen to the community feedback. And we think that this is a very strong ban list. We understand there are some pieces that people would like to play at every chance they get. But what we don't want to happen is, we looked at it like this. If my son was 14 and he wanted to show up and play in this event, and he had a team where he popped some bystanders out. He saw the first Wonder Woman movie and he loves Steve Trevor and he wants to play with Steve Trevor. Well, playing against a character that is meant to just completely nullify anything like that from happening, or he wants to play Ares, I should say, you know, with a bystander creation token. If there's a shutdown mechanic that completely neuters his team and he can't even do anything with it, that's not fun for some people. And you know, soul breaking, soul taking, you know, tournament winning teams can still be played on the Modern Age. But for this Silver Age event, I hope people understand, with the amazing fellowship prizing, the true spirit of the whole weekend of charity, I hope that people look back at older teams that maybe were B tier for them or A tier for them, but that they thought couldn't win at Worlds, but go, but I think I can do something with them here in this tournament. And I think they have their time to shine. I think this team that I've always wanted to run, but never did because I didn't think it could stand up against all of these other intense figures, that you take a chance and you play something cool, play something fun. The prizing for Saturday is through the roof, as well as this fellowship stuff that we announced today. So it's well worth playing. And we hope that people will show up for that, because going forward, you know, year after year, this is going to be the backbone of this event. The Scott Porter Invitational, the Silver Age, the family fun themed event is going to be really what we're going to focus on going forward, because I think the Modern Age is going to shift into more of a championship scenario. And so I hope people sign up. I really, really do. Get the word out, and that this Silver Age event is really fantastic. So yeah, this ban list, I think, is going to put a lot of people's nerves at ease and allow us to play a much more friendly tournament.
Okay, that definitely works. And then in terms of tournament play, again, you need to make sure you have a Roll20 account as well as access to Discord, correct?
Yes.
That's the baseline.
Yeah. So that's the baseline. And again, there are tutorials that we have set up of how to play online. I know a lot of people aren't sure really how to play virtually. I can promise you it is it's way easier than you think. Yeah. Roll20 is a fantastic app. Discord is how we'll be doing a lot of communication. Now, I will be playing in a number of battle royales throughout the weekend. If we do a battle royale, we even have the option to jump into a Zoom and just chat on video. But for the most part, most games will be simply chat through Discord and play through Roll20. And the battle royales, the prizing for those is pretty phenomenal too. Scott Porter bystander tokens, which I see some people in the chat are saying, is really playable, which really makes me happy. I hope it is, and I hope it's worth playing for. But also, we have a stack of random team up cards and legacy cards that are hard to get for the community. WizKids has graciously sent us a ton of those, and we are putting those into prizing as well, into the battle royales. And those are just going to be a ton of fun. The battle royales focus on randomly pulled virtual versions of Wonder Woman figures from the new set, and it's a really cool sealed element. We'll crack open a randomized booster, and then we will all draft from that. It will not be physical figures. This is all virtual. You don't need figures to play in either tournament, but you don't take figures home either. Right. So you'll play with these virtual versions of the figures, but every single person who plays in Battle Royale will walk away with something. And I think that's really cool.
All right, very cool. In terms of signing up in time by, is there a cutoff? When do people need to make sure they are registered to play for the weekend?
Great question. I know HeroClix players, they like to build and tweak and build and tweak and build and tweak until the very last moment. I tell you, your very last moment to be building and tweaking is 11:59 p.m. on Tuesday. I think that's May
the 11th.
The 11th, yeah.
Yes.
Tuesday, May 11th at 11:59 p.m. You need to have your teams for both tournaments submitted by then, so that we have time to respond if any tweaks need to happen, to make sure everybody's teams are fully legal, get them all loaded up into Roll20, all of those things. We need just a little bit of a bigger window. I know players, listen, it takes me forever to build a team, especially nowadays with 2 kids and work and everything else that's going on. Playing the tournament's easy. Building the team to take to the tournament is tough. But I hope people can get their teams together by Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. That's our cutoff, so that we can get everything properly loaded. And then on Wednesday, we fire up the 48-hour-long auction.
Right.
And what's really cool about that, and I wanted to speak to that one more time, baseline to be a part of the auction, download the app Auxit. That's AUXXIT. And then join the HeroClix Cafe room. That's where we're going to be hosting the auction for this. It's going to be 48 hours long. Auxit is really cool in that there is no sniping. If you ever bid on eBay or anything like that, there's no sniping. It's the person who decides to bid last is going to win that item. And we're going to be ending on Friday night, but we will make sure, I'm sure it gets fast and furious on Friday, but we wanted to give everybody enough time to download Auxit, to join the HeroClix Cafe, and then to be able to take a really good look at all of the items that we have, because I think we're up over 30 items at this point, so there's a lot to look at. And some of the items, which I don't even think we talked about last time, are just things that are so hard to collect. Like I said, we have random team up cards and legacy cards throughout the weekend, but we have a full set. Like, this is a full set of every team up card from Justice League Unlimited. We also have a full set from House of X. Every single team up card in one place. We also have a complete set of the Wonder Woman legacy cards that'll be up for auction as well. And you only get those 1 per brick. And WizKids, again, this is a great opportunity to show how generous WizKids is. They have this new product. It's sitting on shelves right now, yet they're giving us something that a lot of people, that would be the impetus for a lot of people to keep on buying bricks. And they're giving us a complete set of that for everyone to have. So we do not have a set of the legacy cards from Fantastic Four. That set, this community ate that alive. That, I mean, it's just we're hungry, we're all sitting home trying to figure out something to do with our time, right? So
exactly.
But we have those. We have if you go online again, you can see everything that we have in the auction. The auction is insane. Become a HeroClix is a biddable prize for the collectors out there. We have the super pre-release Deadpool play at home version. We have a Wonder Woman factory set that WizKids gave us. We have bystander tokens that are signed. We have, like I said, the 2020 Con LEs that haven't even been out there in the wild yet. We have the Fulcrum Abominus. We have Brainiac and Lex Luthor. We have Plastic Man with the mailbox. We have Gorilla Grodd, Lady Phoenix, Mastermold, and a couple of Superman Primes, which I know were really hard for people to get a hold of, as well as packs of 2018, 2019 Con LEs. We have 2 Spider-Man and Venom Chase and Prime sets. And like I said, the complete sets of JLU team-up cards and House of X team-up cards. So the auction is stacked. We also have some stuff that's not Clicks related, but Wonder Woman related to tie in to everything that you guys are doing. A really beautiful Wonder Woman statue. We have some maps that were designed. I know that some people out there who designed some really cool team-up trays or team trays and stuff are donating custom pieces for this auction. So everybody download Oxit, go to the HeroClix Cafe, and you will see just how cool everything is. I think we covered everything that I needed to catch everybody up on, right?
I think so, definitely. Especially now that we have that, the main link that people can go to, the one that's hovering below me, or if you type in !Huntington's, a clickable link will pop up in the chat for you if you are on YouTube or Twitch. Facebook, you're going to have to type it out in your browser. But if you want to, let's open this up to some questions, because I'm actually seeing a couple that are already jumping up. Friday Night Clicks is asking over on Twitch, how long after your request for Oxit will you be able to sort of jump in and join? Is there a time or anything like that that has to be a concern when you sign up?
So the cool thing with Oxit is, and I've gotten a lot of questions. I'm going to tie this together with the international question, which has been asked a lot. How do international players, get involved? Right. Oxit is a worldwide app. There's basically just the switch that has to be turned on for certain countries that we have not had someone utilize the app in. So if you're from another country and Oxit doesn't seem to be available or working where you are, they will take that information, turn Oxit on. You'll be able to download that app. Joining the HeroClix Cafe, we have a couple of moderators who are very consistently checking and getting everybody logged in. It is the way Oxit works is it's trying to build communities as well. It's trying to build a community place where HeroClix players can go and understand that everything there is legit. Everybody there is family. Everybody can trust everybody. They run auctions. They can move their product and not have to go through the whole rigmarole of jumping on eBay or any of these other sites. So you're basically joining a place where everybody in that room loves what you love, and everybody values those things the way you value those things. And it should be pretty quick. You get approved very, very quickly. If you try and jump on at 2 a.m. in the morning, you might have to wait until somebody wakes up.
Right.
To
time
let you
zones.
but there's moderators of that group. Okay. It keeps it safe. It keeps it accessible. It makes sure that everybody feels comfortable. We police conversation and stuff like that in the group. So things don't go off the rails. We're there to buy and sell really cool stuff that's part of the game that we love and talk about the game that we love. So to answer your question, we have some moderators. It should be very quick that you get let in. And once the auction opens, pretty much 24/7, it's just you're going to apply to jump in and somebody's going to click and let you in right away because we want everybody to have the chance.
All right. Awesome. Fantastic. Tylord over on Twitch is asking, will they, I don't even know if you might know the answer, will they release the Master Mold dial before the event?
Ooh, that is a WizKids question. That is not for us to do. I know a lot of people heard that we were doing the Modern Age tournament with the Wonder Woman rules, and the set came out, but not everything had been officially, released, et cetera, et cetera. WizKids, we have all the trust in the world. They'll release things over time. And guess what? If they don't release the Master Mold dial, then we get the scoop, huh?
There you go.
whoever receives it first. As we go throughout the weekend, there's going to be a lot of people that are participating in this in a bunch of different ways. So somebody who wins the Master Mold auction on Friday night, we're not going to mail it out Saturday morning. We're going to wait until that entire tournament weekend is done. If they play in a tournament and place top 32, if they join in a raffle on Saturday, we're going to get all that stuff collected in one place so that when we ship, we're not taking too much money out of the coffers of what we're trying to raise for HDSA. So I would think that by the end of that next week, somebody will be receiving a prize. And if that dial hasn't been released yet, then they can break the news.
There you go. Okay, so that's also something good to keep in mind, that any prizes that are being collected by the people involved, just patience. It's not going to be sent out as they get the prizes. It's going to be collected together into, consolidating shipments is basically what it's going to be. So just keep that in mind for everyone as well, that as soon as you win something, it's not going to go out in the mail for you. It is being collected first before getting shipped out to you in one package. So that was definitely a good thing to mention. If anyone else has further questions in the chats, by all means, shoot them out right now. Otherwise, I think we've pretty much covered everything you wanted to touch upon before the exciting weekend next week for you, huh?
Yeah, I saw a question. Dial H for HeroClix wanted to know if that switch
Okay,
clicks is tournament legal.
there you go.
Yes. So any switch clicks base in the game that is tournament legal, you will just be putting your figure. You don't build a dial out. You are a switch clicks figure, right? So you take an Iron Man off of an Iron Man switch click space and you can put yourself onto it. Any switch clicks dial that is tournament legal is really what you're aiming at there, and you just swap out the figure so that your visage will be on a super dial. And if you, it depends on which ones are legal. It will change over time, but you will always have that figure that you can play on a current modern legal switch click space, as long as there are switch click spaces that are tournament legal. And then I saw another question of what legacy figure would I want to bring back. Arkillo was one that I was thinking about. I'd love to bring the original Arkillo from Arkham Asylum if I had the chance. I love the whole War of Light, but now that everything's kind of cycled out, maybe seeing some of those, lanterns that like Arkillo. That original Arkillo was such a beast, but I can only imagine after seeing Thing, what they did with the Thing in the Fantastic Four Future Foundation set, what Arkillo could be. I'm sure there are many more pieces that I'd like to bring back, but I'm a Speedster fan. I'm a big time X-Men fan, and those pieces seem to come around a lot. The other one I think I would like to see is Green Lantern, but not Oliver Queen, Connor Hawk Green Lantern, who was a martial artist and was just an incredible piece back in the day. I'd love to see that Connor Hawk get a modern treatment and show back up. I was on Scott Crampton's Clicks podcast, and I couldn't answer this question, but then I thought about it for a couple of days, so I'm giving you a much clearer answer today. Yeah.
There's the reason.
And then I think somebody asked something about the raffles. And again, the raffle pricing is available at HeroClicksForHuntingtons.com, and you can see everything that's going into those raffles. When you buy a raffle ticket, you are going into the pool for the raffle, all of the raffle items that are going on Saturday or on Sunday. So if you buy for Saturday or if you buy for Sunday, all of that pricing is listed. And what will be happening is an item will come up randomly throughout the day. And I'll just give you a rundown of what we have in the raffle. We have super pre-release Deadpool play-at-home version on Saturday, 10 Scott Porter bystander tokens that are signed, Brainiac and Lex Luthor, a Future Foundation brick, Superman Prime, Kyle Rayner, Ambrose. You just go down. I mean, we've got, I think I did at last count like about 40 prizes. And so one of those items will come up randomly, and then we'll pull a ticket. And you win that item, and then throughout the course of the day. So we won't be saving whatever you think is the best prize of the day till the very end and having you burn through your raffle tickets all day long. No, the thing that you want the most might be pulled first. Superman Prime might come up very first, and then we'll pull a raffle ticket. And then as that raffle ticket, which is linked to the invoice of the purchase of your raffle ticket, that's how we're keeping track of all these. They're completely random. And you'll pull that raffle ticket, it'll match that prize, and you win it. And that's it. We keep it moving. And throughout the course of the day, we'll be doing them. And I believe throughout the course of the day, we're going to be casting a little bit. So I'll be on stream a little bit on Discord, talking a little bit. It'll be timed back from the actual matches, because never do I want to actually influence the outcome of a game, but we'll definitely want to talk about some of the bigger matches, some of the more exciting finishes, and we'll also be doing that auction stuff. So if you go to HeroClicksForHuntingtons.com, you can find all the information about where to watch, how to play, and how to be involved. And then raffle winners will, of course, also be emailed upon winning a prize. And that's how that's going to run. I hope that makes sense for everybody.
Great.
And then there was a question about if you can buy a ticket or compete overseas. Yes. International players can compete in the tournament as long as you have access to Roll20 and Discord, and you can bid in the auction as long as you have Oxit, and you can jump in on the bidding there. So
Okay, great. And then last one is, if I can't, we're going to take this as the last question, everyone, just, sake of time and everything, and get it wrapped up. If I can't see the raffle winners, will there be a list where I can consult if I won anything? So will there be sort of a list of who won and where, what, when type of situation?
Yeah, we will figure out a place to house that. It'll be at HeroClixForHuntingtons.com as we announce different prizing throughout the day. Like I said, the winner will be contacted via email. We will probably announce every single prize that's won on air as we pull these, and I say on air, on stream, as we go ahead and announce the winners of each of these prizes. And then, yeah, we'll make sure that we have, the Monday morning, did I make the show list, right? You audition for a school theater play. You're like, you wait all weekend long and show up at school, and on this one particular cork board, there's a list, and it's like,
Yep. Oh, I know that list too well. We did it.
Yeah.
Very cool.
We did it. So
okay,
we will find a place to post that up. I can't promise that it will be happening live. We have very few hands on deck for this entire event.
Fair enough,
I think all in, I think we have like not even 8 people involved and won't be involved on that day to day once we hit this tournament. Hosting things virtually seem easy, but there is a ton of moving parts behind closed doors. So we don't want everybody we don't want to show everybody our sparking wires or behind the curtain, but we will be doing the best that we can to make sure that everybody is immediately contacted. And then, of course, we'll get a complete list up that following Monday, I would think, and post it on HeroClixForHuntingtons.com.
Wonderful. Perfect. All right, Scott, thank you so much for jumping back in and updating us with all these fantastic bits of news and developments since we last chatted. Best of luck to you and to everyone who's working on this for next week. And I'm so excited to see how this all works out. It's a fantastic cause. It really is. Again, if you missed the first special Q&A that Scott and I had a couple weeks ago, go to our YouTube or Twitch channels. They're up there as video on demand. You can sit down in the comfort of your own home and watch and hear what he had to say about the event as it first got started, as well as some extra bonus questions and answers that we had going on just in general about HeroClix life as it is. Is there anything you want to leave with everyone before we bring this to a close today?
I just wanted to say, again, thank you to the community. Like I said earlier, the motto of HDSA is family is everything. And I really feel like this HeroClix community has been, over the better part of 2 decades, a family of mine, a second gaming family, an external family, an extension of what I consider family. And so this just means so much to me that it seems like there's a lot of enthusiasm out there for this thing. Our goal was to raise $5,000 throughout this tournament weekend, and we're already over halfway there. 10 days out from even having our first tournament or our first bid on any auction item. So I think that we're going to be able to eclipse that. And I can't wait to see what this community can do and will do over the course of that weekend. I'm so impressed by you all the time. And I say thank you to you. If you want to know more about Huntington's disease or what it means to me and my family, you can go to HeroClixForHuntingtons.com. While you're there signing up for tournaments or all the fun stuff that's happening. But if you have 10 or 15 minutes, we've got a couple of video links there that you can watch. An ABC News story that explains what Huntington's really is and what it does to families, and our own video that explains our personal journey. So if anybody wants to see what HD really is, you can go to hdsa.org/HeroClix, or you can watch those videos on HeroClixForHuntingtons.com. And I just want to say I appreciate you all very much. And V, you have been so generous with your time and popping on and doing this stuff. And so I just wanted to say thank you as well. I'd be remiss if I didn't highlight just how awesome you've been throughout this entire couple of weeks.
Totally happy to help you out with this one. It's a cause that is well worthwhile, and I'm thrilled to hear that you're already getting some fantastic results before it's even kicked into gear. So everyone, if you are interested, if you want to be part of this wonderful, wonderful event, please be sure check out that link that is floating down underneath me. It's popped up in the chat a few times. You can go to the clickable links. Again, it is HeroClixForHuntingtons.com. It's going to have all of the information you need on how to get involved, what is involved, everything. It's your one-stop shopping location, basically. So if you want more updates, please be sure you are following Scott on his socials, WizKids on their socials, because we're going to be updating everyone as we get closer and closer to this event. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with us again. And if for some reason you jumped in a little bit after the fact or what have you, this is going to be available for video on demand immediately, both on Twitch, YouTube, and also on Facebook. So you'll be able to go back and backtrack if you need to. So that being said, I'm going to wrap this up the way I always do with all my streams. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. We'll see you on the flip side. Take care, everyone. Bye.